Hey there, everybody. It's your girl Barbie J here with the recap and review of Tyler Perry's comedy drama, The Oval, Season 5, Episode 21, Losing It. And before we get started with this recap and review, please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Especially if you're new here or returning, please hit that subscribe button, write a comment, smash that like button, and share because sharing is caring. Now, this episode started off with Lena in Hunter's bedroom with him and they kiss. And didn't I tell y'all, I think they had a relationship before, that he done slept with her, she done slept with him before. I was so point on because there was no way he was letting that black woman up unless they had did something before. So here she is showing him the video. He's like, turn it off. And then she was like, we could spin it and make it look like it's all her and not you. And this way we could get her out of the way. And then you and I could be together. And he's looking at her like, but he's feeling like, I can't even walk. I can't even, I'm jacked up. And that's why he's feeling, that's that male ego, that masculine thing. And I understand it. But she's like, you said that once she's out of the way, you and I could be together. And he said, I did. And, but I got to get through this. And she was like, okay, I love you. And he's like, I love you too. And I said, oh, shoot. But then she was like, you can't give me up. And I was thinking about that. You talking about bring Sam here. Because Sam going to find out that she gave him up. How is he going to say something if she's the only one? She's going to be giving up anyway. If Hunter says something, she's the only one who knows about Jason. So either way, y'all, it's going to be given up. So he told, what's his name? Agent Isaac, to drag Sam's narrow black behind up in here. I don't care what. Take all the firepower you need. Get him up in my room tonight. And I'm like, uh-oh. Now we got Bobby and Max out there acting like freaking frack again. And Max is right on this one. Bobby, keep your ding-dong in your pants. Really. So they go inside to see Eli, and Eli's like, did you get my wife home? And Bobby's like, yeah, you got her to bed? Yeah. I said, he sure did get her ass to bed, though. I'm sorry, y'all. And then he's like, Max, you find First Lady? No. Something's not right with this. Where could she be? Did you go up to the residence? The president got new detail. I'm the president. He said, well, okay, he's the president. Well, they got new detail up there and we can't get close. So Eli was like, okay, let's go up there. Come on, y'all, let's go. And they were like, okay. And I was like, uh-oh, here comes the showdown. So now fast forward over to Kyle's apartment. And Dale is there when he gets home. And he's like, I knew you was going to be here. He's like, did I have a freaking choice? He said, yeah, you had a choice. He said, what choice? He said, I don't think I had a choice. If I didn't come, you going to call the pimp, to kill me or whatever. He's like, but you had a choice. I mean, look at it this way. If you fall in love with me, you'll never have to worry about somebody hurting you. He said, oh, like your crazy lover, talking about Donald. And he was like, he didn't mean to kill you. He just said it was a warning. He was like, are you for real with this mess? So they drinking, all of a sudden, knock, knock at the door. It's Donald. So he's telling Dale he has to hurry up and hide, and he got the 2 glasses of liquor out there. He drinks one, put the other ones over there, goes to the door with one in his hand, acting like he's handing it to Donald. Donald never goes and looks through the house, but he's like, you sure nobody's there? You sure nobody's there? He's like, nobody's here. What do you want? And so Donald tells him what his plan is about getting rid of Victoria and Hunter, and then he could smooth up to the Eli, and then they'll be safe and stuff. You still got those pills that you took. I was saying, what they gonna do? Put it in Victoria's stuff now? Because she said she'll fall and bump her head and she'll never recover or whatever. I was like, Donald is crazy. Then he was taking off Kyle's shirt and stuff and unbuttoning it and the pants, and Kyle was like, I'm tired. He said, no, not even. He started kissing him forcefully and stuff. And what's his name was listening, Dale. So he running and hides under the bed. I hope his coat or foot or something is not sticking out. That would be so stupid. But anyway, they bust into the bedroom and they on the bed making out. And poor Dale got to listen to that mess. I said, this is a daggone shame. But on another level, the shit is funny. I'm just saying. So now over to the White House, we have Agent Isaac in Hunter's bedroom, and he's like, did you find Sam? He said, yeah, we got eyes on him. something like that. He's in at the Richard the butler's house or something like that. He said, drag his ass here. He's like, okay, we will. Then he's like, hold on, sir. He's like, oh, Eli is outside. He wants to talk to you. He said, let him in. So Eli comes in there trying to be all nice and stuff, and they're being all cordial, calling each other, hey, how you doing? Looking good. Da, 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 da. You know, how you doing? How you doing? You know, all of that. And then he's like, I'm guessing your wife is taking good care. Yeah, she is. Where is she? He said, excuse me, where is she? She said, I don't know. And then he said, she's under effing arrest. That's where she is or whatever. And Hunter was like, yeah, she's under arrest for a attempted assassination of the president of the United States, just like you gonna be and stuff. And so, of course, Eli's like kind of chuckling and stuff. And he said, look, if you gonna talk to me, at least stand here and talk to me like a man. And so now he up there asking, where's Victoria and what you did with her and all this stuff. And he's like, what? And then he said, you know what? Hold on. So Eli pulled out his phone and called Victoria's daddy. And Hunter wasn't getting on the phone at first. But then he said, I can't put him on speaker. If I put him on speaker, then this guy's going to have to die. Talking about Agent Isaac, because Isaac wasn't going to move. Eli's like, you going to just stand there? And Hunter said, yes, he is. So he get on the phone with the father. And he told the father, I don't care who you are, you and your effing daughter, and I think he called her slut and all of this stuff. I don't mean, really. And Eli was listening to it and he said, oh, you just really pissed him off. Thank you. You did me a favor, because he was tired of you being a waste in that office, And he said, and her father orchestrated the entire thing. I said, didn't I say that? The father probably was behind all of this mess. So Hunter told him to get the F out of his room, and he left out, and he went and told Max and Bobby to shut down the place and to find Victoria, to search every corner of the place and call every senior staff person into the White House who've been here for years. And Max and Bobby's like, is he for real? And he's like, this is a BS, man, Meanwhile, Hunter told Agent Isaac to get his team as much manpower together as he can, because we going to war. So now we over at Richard and Nancy's house, and we see Priscilla in the bedroom with Nancy, bring her some tea, and they're talking, and she can't believe it. She got to plan another funeral, and Priscilla said she'll help her. All of that's going on. Then Nancy asked her, did she call Sharon? And she said, yeah, I did call her, but it went straight to voicemail. She said, really? She said, that's strange. Maybe she doesn't recognize your phone. Use mine. So she called. She said, it's going straight to voicemail. She said, And she said, I hope she's okay. She's like, don't do that. Don't start worrying about her too. She said, you know what? Call that boy, the nice boy. What's his name? Dale. Call him. I said, of all times to call freaking Dale, don't nobody call his phone. And now she has Priscilla calling Dale, and Dale is under the damn bed. Under the damn bed while Kyle and Donald are getting it on. And I can't believe it. Poor Dale couldn't get to the phone quick enough to try to turn it off. And Donald was losing his mind. What's that ringing? Where's it at? He's so paranoid. I said, look at you, so paranoid. You shouldn't have stayed at his house then. Damn it. He said he was tired. And Kyle is screaming, shake that booty. Yeah. Yeah. Trying to piss Dale off. Probably Dale down there trying to hold his ears so he don't have to hear it. I was laughing. So Kyle said, it's probably one of my burner phones ringing. Gee, come on, you're going to stop. We'll find it. Why it won't stop? He said, well, I probably didn't turn it off. So he said, fine. He's like, he goes under the bed. He has a box full of burner phones, thank God. Even though Dale cut it off, he pulls it out and dumps all the burner phones. And he's like, why do you have all of those? And he's like explaining, like, why are you so paranoid? But that was funny, though. And now Nancy's like, did he answer? And Priscilla's like, no, it didn't. He didn't answer. She's like, She said, well, it's getting late anyway. You should go home. She's like, no, Nancy, I don't want to leave you. She said, no, go ahead. I'm fine. You just go ahead and go ahead. So she goes downstairs. Meanwhile, Sam is down there talking to Richard, seeing how he's doing, letting him know how this hurts him too, that Barry's dead, how much he loves Richard, and he could call him for anything. He could count on him, all of that. And at that point, he's like, I know I can. And then Priscilla comes downstairs and mother freak, she was nice to Sam. She put a hand on his shoulder. She said, hey, and he's like, is she talking to me? I said, yeah, she talking to you. So she let him know that she wanted to stay, but Nancy told her to leave and that she's going to come back in the morning and check on her. And he said, that's okay. She'll be fine, or whatever. I don't think she's going to do anything crazy, after those drugs that the Rackaduchis gave her. And so Richard said, let me walk you to your car, Priscilla. She's like, no, that's okay. Then he said, Sam, walk her to the car. She's like, Richard, I said I'm okay. He said, even now, Priscilla, really? She said, look, I don't want to make this a thing. And Sam said, just leave it, let it go. She said, yes, please. So she's about to leave, and all of their phones went off at the same time, saying the White House is calling in all the senior staff. Rich is like, I can't do it. I can't come in. Priscilla's like, I'll cover for you. Don't worry. Sam is like, what was this all about? We don't know, So they all left. Meanwhile, we back at Kyle's house. Him and Donald still in bed, and their phone rings. And Donald's telling him they want all the senior staff in. And he said, okay, you go ahead and I'll catch up with you. He said, oh no, you're gonna drive me. He's like, oh yeah, I like a good stick shift. And he went back under the cover to give him a BJ, I guess. I said, ain't this nothing? They're calling you in and y'all still having sex. Anyway, now what's funny is they come back from commercial. They show Dale coming from under the bed. Okay, when it went to commercial, they was going back to having sex. So you want to tell me that they have to rush to the White House and they stopped and cleaned off the bed and made it up and put the box back under and all of this before running to the White House? I don't think so. I just was like, really, TP? Do you really want me to believe that they stopped to fix the bed and organize all of that before going back? But then anyway, Dale gets in and calls Alan. Why are you calling Alan? Alan gets on your last nerve too. I want to come back over there. I just heard Donald and them saying some crazy-ish, I can't say it to you on this phone. Why you can't say it to him on the phone? You shouldn't have called him on the damn phone if you can't say it to him on the phone. And Alan is like, that might be why they're calling us all into the White House. And Alan was like, I'm just over all of this. He said, don't you love staying there? You like the danger and all this stuff. He started with that. The same lines from last episode. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So Dale just hung up and said bye, to Alan because he was being a piece of work anyway. And wait till they all get into that White House and find out all of this is because Eli is looking for Victoria. All of this because he's looking for Victoria. Everybody gonna know they screwing now. Everybody. Or maybe it's to let them know that he's the president and he's in charge and y'all will listen to me and not to Hunter. Maybe that's what it is. I didn't get to that part. I'm doing this review as we go along. But Max and Bobby did say he cares about her that much. Wait till he find out he being played and Victoria really don't care about him that much. It's going to serve him right. So Mac checks the bunkers and he finds Kareem and Antonio down there, asking them what they're doing down there. Of course, stupid Kareem is like, don't talk to him. Don't talk to him. He got on them keys like he a janitor. He like Barry's daddy. I said, you so stupid ass. Barry's daddy don't come in dressing like that. He don't even know a Secret Service man when he see him. He's an idiot. So Antonio's like, I'm going to talk. And he started telling everything that happened. And then he said, and we didn't do nothing to her. And she fell over there and Max saw the blood. And so Max left out of there real quick. He said, I thought you was going to let us out. Because he said, if Hunter got you down here, I'm your only escape to get out. And Antonio running his mouth. And he still didn't get out. Always want to tell everything and realize it doesn't work. Meanwhile, back at Hunter's bedroom, Agent Isaac lets him know that Sam is on his way in. He's none the wiser. But I don't know why none of them know that Eli called in all the staff. How come that information didn't get back to Hunter? But Agent Isaac did tell him that he had his doctor check his blood or something like that. And there was traces of something else in his bloodstream. So Hunter's like, so Priscilla was trying to kill me. He said, no, that food was clean when it came out of the kitchen. So it's after that. So he asked him what was it, and he said he doesn't know yet. They're still running tests. So he said it had to be when he said Victoria, right? Victoria did it, that biatch. So now back to Max. who's calling Bobby now to say, you upstairs, check the infirmary. He said, I'm there now. He said, okay, I'm coming to meet you. He gets in there and sees Victoria handcuffed to the bed. She's like, Bobby, can you uncuff me? He uncuffs her. She said, can you have a phone? He gives her the phone. He did ask, is she okay? She said, yeah. She said, help me up. Help him up. And she calls her father, and she's like, yes, yes, yes. Max comes in there. Max is like, are you okay, ma'am? Yes. And so she's like, can we help you? She said, take me to the Lincoln bedroom so I could change my clothes and go back down to the bunker. All hell is about to break loose. They said, why is that? My father is pissed. She said, he said, I might want to leave or something like that. And they said, why? We're here to protect you. She said, you got your vest on? And freaking dumb Bobby is feeling he ain't got his vest. Max is like, we'll stop at the armory and get you one, you know. And then it ended with Jason. He's hearing somebody at the door. He didn't know what was going on. They trying to get in the knob, and he's standing there watching it. I'm surprised he didn't go and hide or something. That's not like Jason to just stand there. And these men bust in there, and they grab him. He's like, no, you're not taking me. You're not taking me. And they grabbed him, and it left. It went off just like that. So that's how this episode went down. It wasn't too bad. I ain't gonna lie. This episode wasn't too bad. Well, I'll be honest with y'all. If all hell is about to break loose in that White House, it's going to happen in next week's episode. You don't want to miss it because that's the mid-season finale. Y'all put it down in the comment section what y'all thought about it, and I will see you all in the next video. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. It's your girl, Barbie J, saying peace.